There is one type of KDP book that sells every single holiday season. And if you're not creating it now, you could be missing your biggest opportunity of the year. The smartest KDP sellers know that giftable books win in Q4. And I'm going to show you exactly how to make one. Hey, I'm Renee.
Hey there.
I help busy people turn their talents into extra income through self-publishing, digital products, and side hustles. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to publish on KDP, this is it. Today, I'm going to walk you through the one kind of book you should be making right now and why it has the best chance to thrive during this holiday season. Books take time to get discovered on Amazon. You need time for the algorithm to pick up your keywords, time to start showing up in searches, time for a few reviews to come in. And right now, August through October is when you want that process to start, because the real wave of holiday sales hits in November and December. If you wait until then to publish, your book might not be visible until January. But if you publish now, your book can ride that sales wave as people are shopping. And more importantly, your book can be positioned as a gift, not just a tool. So what makes a book giftable? Giftable books usually do one or more of these things. They help people reflect, like a gratitude journal or a memory book. They can help people relax, like a coloring book or a puzzle book. They help people plan ahead, like a yearly planner or a goal-setting workbook. But more than the content, it's the presentation that matters. A giftable book has a clean, well-designed cover. It feels intentional, not generic. It looks like something you'd wrap and give it to someone. Bonus points if it's personalized to a group, like teachers, parents, seniors, or kids. Let me give you some examples of books you can start working on right now that fall into that giftable category. A cozy holiday-themed adult coloring book, a simple gratitude journal with uplifting quotes, a holiday activity book for kids, a memory journal for grandparents to pass down stories, a beautifully designed 2026 planner, and the book I'm creating this month is the 2026 gratitude-themed planner. I researched it using Book Bolt, which I'm going to show you in a second, and gratitude journals, especially dated for the upcoming year, are already starting to trend. By combining a planner with a gratitude focus, I've made it functional and emotional, which is exactly what people are looking for when buying gifts. We always start with research. I decided to do a gratitude journal. I could do a coloring book, but I have been successful with journals in the past, so I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to make it a beautiful book that is a great giftable item for the holiday season. And I want to upload it now so that I can get traction on it and start selling it long before that big holiday rush comes. I started by typing in gratitude journal, and as you can see here, I got 10,000 results, over 10,000 results. That's too much. That tells me that that particular category of just gratitude journal is too broad. So I want to add prompts. I know some people really like journals with prompts. It'd be easy to add some with ChatGPT's help. And when I typed in or narrowed it down to the gratitude journal with prompts, now I'm looking at about 3,000 results. Much better. But now I'm going to open up my KDP Spy. Now, this is not free. You do have to subscribe to KDP in order to get the KDP Spy. I use it for all of my research. And I'm going to click Start. It's going to organize everything within about, I choose about 100 books to let me know what these are selling for and possibly what I could make what those top books are. Okay, I'm going to stop it at about 100. And then here I'm going to sort it by estimated revenue. Okay, so this first one, wow, $37,000. Okay, this is not a book. Let's see what we have next. Next one is about $20,000. I'm okay with that. Let's see here, Better Every Day. That's interesting. Let's see what that is. Okay, obviously it's a leather-bound book. We could do a leather like picture cover. This is $40, so there might be someone who likes the look of it but doesn't want to pay $40. 10 themes. Very simple. This is what we're looking for, is the general outline or skeleton of the book to let us know what is doing so well for this book. Obviously that it's simple, that it gives some prompts here. It's a really nice giftable book. Let's keep looking. This one has made 10,000. One question a day journal for kids. Okay. Self-care journal. This one has a lot of stickers and things. Big life journal. Okay. Again, this is for ages 11 and up. This one's made about $5,000, 1 line a day, a 5-year memory book, gratitude journal. Okay, it looks like these here have made about $2,500. Let's see what it looks like. They're the same. Let's see what's in this one. Again, it's bound. Now, this is a different quality book, but the books that I have printed from Amazon are good quality. Please don't think that just because it's a print on demand, it's not good quality. I can pull up multiple books that I've made, that I've had printed, that are beautifully printed. So don't think that, that it's bad quality. It's great quality. So they note where they put the gratitude, questions and the reflection, the daily affirmations. They do have it undated, so you can use it at any time. I like that. Inspiring quotes, goals, write what you're thankful for. I really like this. And it looks like every page is the same. So I'm going to go with this particular outline, a very simple book, no dates, something that could be used over and over, no matter where you're starting. Let's get some inspirational quotes. Let's get some daily, make sure there's a space for daily affirmations, a space to write what you're grateful for. Okay, I'm going to jump on over to Canva. So I typed in to search journal pages, and this is what I got. Remember, I'm going to use Canva as my base, again, like my skeleton, where I'm going to take something from there and adjust it to fit what I need. Here's one that looks interesting, daily reflection. Okay, this also addresses some physical needs like a healthy lunch, going to a job you enjoy. I feel like some of the faces have been kind of overdone and might be a little bit more juvenile. Let's open up this one and see what it looks like. Okay, we could remove the date, suggesting water, exercise. Okay, now these fill in the blank. I obviously would make those blank so that anybody could fill them in. Here's another one I found. I changed the color on it. It had a green background, but I like that this one is a little bit more free-flowing and gives some other, a little bit broader. So I'm going to go with this one, and we're going to adjust it according to our needs. So this is where we'll put our inspirational quote. Well, if this is going to be a 365-day daily journal, I'm going to need 365 inspirational quotes. Let's go on over to ChatGPT. Okay, I like these. Let's start with one, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. There's my quote. Let's make a space to add a date. Here we have a daily note. Some of the other things in that other book that were really nice is it had a space for what they're grateful for. I like that. Here's that smiley. What else can we do other than the smiley face? Why don't we add a space for a daily goal? I'm grateful for. I'm going to expand this I'm grateful for spot. I've got a blank space up here. Let's add a flower. I'm going to keep this in color because, again, I want it to be a beautifully giftable book. And now I'm going to bring it all over to BookBolt to format it for me. I'm going to download this as a PDF. This particular page is 8.5 by 11. So when I make my daily journal, I'm going to choose 8.5 by 11. I actually do want to make it a standard color interior. And that color extends all the way to the end. So I'm going to choose a bleed. This is a very large gratitude journal, which is also why I am not concerned about putting them back to back on the pages, because there's enough room to open it up and write. So this one is about 6 by 9. When you open it, it's a little harder to write on the back of the page. So for that situation, I would leave a blank page on the back or make it very open so someone could write. But this is 8.5 by 11. This is very large. There is plenty of room for one full page to be on the front and on the back, so it's not as awkward to open it up and write. Let's upload the PDF. Now I'm going to right-click, use file as page template. I'm actually going to select all of the pages, then deselect the cover, page 1 and page 2, because it's the back of page 1. I'm going to have this start on page 3. And continue to options. I need it to resize to fill the whole paper and submit. So here's our first page. Let's see if if any of it goes outside of the guide zones. Nope, it looks like everything fits inside of the green guided zones. So that means that there's no important information outside of those sections. Now remember, I have the page designed and I need to make enough to have a different quote on every single page. So I'm just going to continue. I'm going to copy this in here, get my next quote, and then do that again. This is going to take a little bit of time. But remember, by you taking just a little bit of extra time to create a quality, beautiful project, you're already going to be above or beyond so many people that are going to do the bare minimum of not having any inspirational quote on any page. So you're already going to stand out beyond the rest by doing just a little bit of extra work right now. Then we're going to download all of them as a PDF. Now, I've placed them all onto my book bolt pages, and let's go ahead and work on our cover page. I'm going to sign into Kindle for this one because I love the cover pages that they have. I want something beautiful and elegant. Let's go to the templates. I'm going to type in book cover. I actually really like this first one. The key, it's a beautiful flower. I want something simple but elegant. I love this first one that I found. Okay, it gives me a front and a back cover, which I love. I'm going to remove what's on the spine, remove the ISBN spot. I'm just going to make sure I leave that open. I can delete this on the back. Now, I want to work a little bit to match those colors. So I have that tan color. I'm going to pick up this purple color and let's make the flowers on the front match a bit. So I'm going to come in here, copy this color, come over to Kindle, and I'm going to select this. Nice. Let's select this. Actually, really like that contrast. So I'm going to keep that really bright. Now let's adjust the back so people know what they're getting. I'm going to have ChatGPT help me out with it. Okay, let's download it and put it on our cover in BookBolt. And it looks like it fits perfectly. Sometimes, if you can tell, there's a tiny bit of red showing from behind, so I'm just going to stretch it a tiny bit more to make sure that that is covered and I don't get a warning error after. Let's look here at the cover. Let's go to the preview mode. It looks like it's a little bit too far to the right. Yep, it's a little too far to the right. So I'm going to delete this. Much better. Now let's work on that first page. This is the first inside page that someone's going to be looking at it. So I want it to be very inviting, but simple. I really like the overlapping, so I'm keeping that. Let's download it. Okay. I think that looks really pretty. And what I think I would buy, I'm trying to reflect that simplicity of what's selling out there. And then now this is where I'm going to download it and upload it to KDP. The reason this works is simple. Books are affordable, meaningful, and easy to gift. Right now, there's still time to get your book live, start gaining visibility, and show up in search results, just as Q4 shoppers start clicking Add to Cart. If you create something useful, beautiful, and emotionally thoughtful, you give your book a chance to stand out in the flood of holiday options. So, if you only publish one book this fall, make it giftable. Think about how it will be used, who will give it, and how it will feel to receive. That's the mindset that sells during the holidays. If you're not quite sure where to start, I've got 2 courses you can check out. One that's an overall how to KDP, and one that focuses specifically on coloring books. You can check them out in the links below. Make sure you subscribe if you want more KDP tips and step-by-step tutorials. See you in the next one.